Before this video starts, I want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 15.5, we get to see the addition of a brand new egg unit, this being Nouveau Riche Cat, and in this video, I want to go over this unit and to see if they could bring in the money or if their funds came from questionable tax write-offs and offshore accounts. This unit is acquired through the Summer Break Cat's Paradise event gacha, and in order to hatch this egg, you need 10 red and purple behemoth stones. Before we start, like, comment, subscribe, the whole ordeal. The footage of Nouveau Riche is at level 50. In order to get a better understanding of this unit, we need to take a look at their stats. At level 30, they sport 11,000 health, deal 2,000 damage, and sport an average DPS of 647. They have a range of 280, move at 8 speed, sport a cooldown of 11.87 seconds, have 2 knockbacks, and cost 600 to send out. They also have a 50% chance to weaken Dark and Angel enemies for 4.8 seconds, a 50% chance to spawn a level 2 mini-wave, and are a Behemoth Slayer. Nouveau Riche is a pretty simple unit. They're a crowd controller into both Angel and Dark enemies. Are they good at this job? Well, they're actually fairly solid at being able to weaken hordes of Angel and Dark enemies. This is thanks to their solid 280 standing range, allowing them to stay safe against a large majority of the more aggressive threats within these two traits. While it is only a 50% chance to weaken, the fact that they're fairly cheap and have a decently fast cooldown means getting a stack of them is pretty easy. Because of this, you can make your meat shield units like Ramen and Jetpack tank way more hits than before. Their weaken time lasts way longer than their attack cycle, and with treasures gives them an average uptime of nearly 80%. Meaning that even having a second one out can consistently keep most Angel and Dark enemies weakened. They have a 50% chance to spawn a mini-wave. This mini-wave also allows them to pierce enemies like Angelic Sleipnir to weaken them with the stepping stone. While it may only be a 25% chance to get both wave and weaken to activate at the same time, it happens enough to where it isn't too much of an issue. With the mini-wave, it gives Nouveau Riche 252 piercing range, allowing them to snipe enemies like the aforementioned Sleipnir. They also sport Behemoth Slayer. Against Behemoths, they sport an effect of 18,000 health, deal 5,100 damage, and have an average DPS of 1,600 at level 30. While Nouveau Riche is a solid crowd controller on their own, the Behemoths they target are ironically one of their worst matchups for a few reasons. First is Dark Joe, who is just straight up weak and immune. Then there's Kurokrag, whose Pierce, along with Riche's slow movement speed, means that even with ideal conditions, they will only get a single hit against a crocodile. Then there's Rajakan, who is immune to waves, meaning Riche has to rely on their raw standing range. Seeing as Rajakan pierces up to 250 range, it gives them very little wiggle room to try and hit them. Because of these two factors, you're better off at attempting to use a wave immune Thaumaturge. Last is Raging Gory, who's really the only behemoth that they target where you can actually get some value out of them. I imagine the reason why Riche has Behemoth Slayer is less about actually having any capabilities into behemoth enemies, but rather it just being the tradition to give pretty much every egg unit the ability, even if they can't do anything with it. So, how good is Nouveau Riche Cat? Well, they are a pretty solid crowd controller, being able to dampen the power of some of the most aggressive enemies in the game. For the early game, if you lack proper anti-angel CC, then they might be an egg worth considering after unlocking Courier, especially since the next standard egg worth unlocking doesn't require any materials that Riche does. Just don't try to use them for the Behemoth Slayer purposes. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Nouveau Riche Cat. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cat's content, and comment down below your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear what you all think. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Gomet, Virus Opero, Just a Shark, Growth Cat the Ultra, Potato King, Clamorous, Barely Grover, Shade Rabbit, Tentacle Gaming, I May Be Dumb, I'm Too Few, Alex the Durex, Carlos Fabian, Paberto, The Real Knight, Janik Altenberg, The Gelatinous Cube, Bestie, and Scary Combat for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on and allows me to continue making content for all of you to watch. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.